On the banks of the Great Salt Lake, that's the scene for the Grizzlies. He can hurt you inside or drop it in from range. Jaren Jackson Jr. will be looking to do it all for his team as they prepare to get started against the Jazz. Grizzlies, Jazz, it's next, right after this. And we've been waiting for this day for a long time. It's opening day in the NBA. Thanks for joining us as we start the new season. This is Brian Anderson. Joining me, analysts Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, and reporter Allie LaForce. All right, here's a look at the schedule for the Memphis Grizzlies. On Friday, they'll be matching up against Steven Adams and the Houston Rockets. And then on Saturday, they go back home and will be hosting the Orlando Magic.
And for that game against the Bulls, that's one to watch for. The fourth contest of this brand new NBA season. I'm really interested in how those teams match up this early in the season.
The starters for the Memphis Grizzlies. Manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Bane. Brandon Clark out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Wells in at the 3 slot. And for the Jazz, Collins and Kessler there in the middle. Clark's in the 2 and Markkanen is the 3. And it's George in at the 1. So many things to love about opening day. What's tops on your list, RJ?
A lot of things, really. But, man, the energy in the building. This house is rocking. These fans are so pumped up and optimistic about their team right now. The more time Jackson spends at the rim, the better. His length is a deciding factor in this game. He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
George against Morant. Oh, got that one up quick.
And he's a crafty scorer for a young player. George is always going to find the gaps in the defense.
For all the adversity Memphis faced last season, Richard, there were some silver linings.
BA, they had a lot of talented young players get more minutes than they might have otherwise due to the injuries, and there is nothing more valuable than experience.
He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now. And one thing that Morant has always been a lead at, finding a seam in a defense and getting to the rim, Grant.
Yeah, any crack allows him to get inside. And as good as anyone at splitting a double, which he sees a lot of. So once inside, he can finish with authority or kick it out to a shooter.
Now here's Morant. Yep, that one goes.
A point guard with length. Morant can do a little bit more than just handle himself inside.
Here's Markkanen. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron. Markkanen's got 7.
And how great are they playing? 4 for 4 shooting to start this one.
Morant finds Clark to the paint. Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
Doesn't have to get up much. Jackson Jr. at 6'11" just easily finishes that hoop.
Oh, wasted no time on that one.
And hitting from the mid-range here and early. I mean, really give the defense just another thing to worry about.
And you don't see many teams take these shots as often anymore. It's nice to see them take advantage in this area.
Drains the triple.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. Collins has got his second basket of the game.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And then Morant with the dunk.
Oh, he's got some hops. Morant, this man loves to attack the rim whenever he gets the chance. And when I mean any chance, I mean any chance.
Collins. And again, it's Utah.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Shot's good by Morant.
If Morant knocks those down consistently, you got 0 chance on defense.
And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
Jackson can't get it to go. Utah leading by 3. Clarkson for 3. Drops in the 3. 5 points in the game.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
And here's Morant outside. Utah grabs the miss. for three. George, what a play! He drains it at the buzzer!
And just nails the three. Way to close the quarter.
He knew exactly how he wanted to do it, too. There was no doubt in his mind that it was going to fall.
And so it's Utah. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. And they push the tempo in this one, getting out in transition and making the defense pay. We'll be right back with you shortly. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Utah.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And also the coaching staff has to love the hustle so far. Just playing with great energy, getting out and converting in transition.
So on the floor for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. We've got Edey, Santi Aldama out there with Jackson. Then it's Luke Kennard, and it's Pippen in at the point. Well, the Jazz are one of just 10 NBA franchises to never win a championship.
Yeah, you know, it's so hard to believe considering they have the 4th best winning percentage in NBA history. Think about it. If it weren't for one Michael Jordan, they'd probably have 2 rings.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
And that one's good. Clarkson.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. The Jazz are making progress. Coach Will Hardy said this team has shown grit and character and has developed a lot of confidence. When we're going through game preparations, the players walk away knowing if they do certain things, they can win. That's a big step in the right direction.
A bright future, Allie. Thank you. Here's Pippen. Yet to see a basket. Pass to Edey. And here's Aldama. Takes a three. It's hauled in by Sensabaugh. Filipowski for three. Doesn't go. And he's 0 for 1 from the floor. Grizzlies trail by 15. Aldama, the pass to Jackson. Here's Pippen. There's the drive. Kicks it out to Jackson. And again, it's Memphis missing.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
That one's good for 2. Clarkson's got 12 points in the game.
Yeah, offensively, Clarkson has been hot. And you know it's motivating everyone else on his team, too.
And it's the 2K leaderboard. Team leaders in blocks last season. The 4th spot held by the Grizzlies.
It was an intimidating brand of defense they played. They sent the message that if you were going to get your points in the paint, you were going to have to work for them.
Morant with it, guarded now by George. Edey, and a strong finish with 2 hands.
And this is part of Morant's role. As a guard, he's responsible for finding the open man.
And finished off by Kessler.
He was gripping the rock on the way to the slam.
No way he was going to get stripped on that one. And so it's Morant who brings up the ball for the Grizzlies. Trailing by 17. Throws it up high. And there's Edey. That's good. And the assist by Morant. Morant's got 4 assists now tonight.
Soft defense. I mean, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points inside. And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Wells, that's good.
Defensively, got to close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
From behind the arc. And it's Collins with the 3. 10 points for him.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. And it's Morant missing. Jazz leading by 17. Oh, a nice shot by Collins.
The contact wasn't going to hold Collins down. He explodes into it and finds the shot.
And here's Morant outside. Clarkson grabs a miss. Fires away from way outside. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. It's the Jazz, up 19. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Welcome, everybody. Let's get right to it. It's been nothing short of a tremendous challenge for the Memphis Grizzlies.
I'll say this. Yeah, you want to protect the paint, but when you're getting killed from long range, you have to make the adjustment defensively. They're not going to win like this.
Seems highly unlikely indeed. And now let's take a glimpse at some of the games on the upcoming schedule.
I think for the Jazz, like most teams right now, they're optimistic. We'll see how they handle the first couple of games.
Yeah, everyone starts out undefeated. It is a hopeful time of year for everybody. Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. You look at Jordan Clarkson. What a contribution.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Looking at lineups around the league, Grant, seems like they're becoming more positionless than ever before.
Yeah, you're spot on, B.A. To the point where some people feel all-star voting shouldn't be by position anymore. It should be by merit.
Markkanen and Collins, the 3 and 4. George out there with Jordan Clarkson. And it's Kessler in at the 5. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. Morant, no good. Utah leading by 21. The 3, Collins sinks it from distance. Collins has got 15.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
And when it comes to the Grizzlies, they're a team that's hungry to take that next step, Grant.
Yeah, and they've got the core to do it, B.A. You got Morant, Bane, and Jackson. They're all all-star caliber players and still in their mid-20s. So they've got a lot of great chemistry and time to get it right.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Ryan, Lauren Markkanen's shooting stroke at 7 feet tall had former Mavericks coach Rick Carlisle comparing him to Dirk. Laurie said it feels good to hear that because he's obviously a Hall of Famer, but there's still a long way to go, and it gives me more motivation to keep getting better. He's not getting a big head, Brian.
No, he's not, and that's the way you have to approach it to be great. Thanks, Allie.
Sharing the rock. Part of what makes John Morant such a fantastic player is his ability to pass.
Kessler with a bucket.
And right now, that's 5 buckets in a row. Looking like a well-oiled machine coming out of the break.
Morant, the pass to Clark. The rebound by the Jazz. Kessler's got 4 rebounds now. For 3, George. And again, it's Utah with a 3.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. To the inside. And Clark gets it to go on the assist by Morant. Give him 8.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Markkanen for 3. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Inside. Here's Bane. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Bane's gotten his first points in this one. Here's Collins. And there's another one for the Jazz.
He's been meticulous on offense, and it's paid off with a flawless shooting percentage for him so far in this game.
Oh, he missed the layup. He had him with the pump fake. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. George has got 12 points in the game.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
And start with their defense. They've been intense on that end, and they can actually help their offense as well.
Now here's Kessler. Not a lot of room. And the three-pointer goes.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
John Collins has been leading the charge for the Jazz. hit a couple from downtown this quarter. More 2K action in just a moment. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court right now for the Grizzlies. Manning the backcourt, we'll see Moran and Bain. Jaren Jackson out there with Brandon Clark. And it's Wells in at the small forward position. Here's Sensabaugh. Another three for Utah.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
And so Moran will bring it up for the Grizzlies. And there's the drive. And then Moran with the dunk. And he's now got the double-double.
He gets a lot of defensive attention, but Morant, he can expect this type of rough scene anytime he takes it inside.
And he couldn't get an easier shot. The defense right now just looks defeated.
Yeah, you'd love to see a little bit more fire on defense. Shoot, any fire on defense. They can't just be giving the game away.
Bain, the pass to Jackson. He gets it in there.
Inside Jackson is so effective. His natural abilities give him the edge over the defense.
The three. Gets the three to fall.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. Oh, yes!
Whoa!
Throw it down!
Oh!
Ooh, as usual, Morant bringing down the house.
Once again, an explosive highlight on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Grant, a big reason for Utah to be excited about the future. Their young head coach, Will Hardy.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he's had this team competitive after trading away both Mitchell and Gobert. And I love how Hardy has developed guys like Lauri Markkanen.
And so he hits both. You know, Grant, we've seen career performances in the play-in tournament, but the stats don't count for regular season or the playoffs.
You know, that's crazy, B.A. So let's just count them as playoff stats. It used to be only 3 rounds instead of 4, so there is a precedent to adding more games to the official postseason.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out.
Yeah, you think you gotta stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work in the glass. You literally practice that every day.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Jazz.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
Yeah, this is far from the last word in the season series. Still 3 more meetings between them and plenty of motivation to square things up.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Keontae George.
And his playmaking is what stood out to me, effortlessly creating for his teammates.
Utah's gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. Martin with the bucket.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
Here's Bain, and he jams it home with authority.
It's nice they found their rhythm here, but the clock is just not their friend.
It's a shame, really. If they'd been playing like this last quarter, they might be in a different situation right now.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
Pass to Moran. Jackson with it. Good, and the setup by Moran.
What separates Jaren from other bigs is he's got great confidence in his shot.
Filipowski, again, Utah.
Nice ball movement there, delivered the pass right on time.
Here's the Grizzlies with the ball. Moran finds Jackson. Jackson, the screen. The three from Bain. That one doesn't drop. So we see the Jazz taking the W here. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Keontae George.